I've been working on this project for almost a week and... well, that definitely wasn't part of the plan. I'm attempting to replace this entire deck in just 8 days, but it hasn't gone smoothly so far.
I'm stuck.
What made this project so challenging is that we're laying it in the chevron pattern to try and restore it from its original design from 40 years ago. But it's very tedious and we've been running behind all week. I just don't know if we're gonna make it. Now, replacing a deck of this size will cost thousands of dollars, but we'll be doing the work ourselves to keep this on a budget. And I say we because luckily I'm not doing this alone. My dad and a small team are tackling this project together. 1, 2, 3, peanut butter. And if you've been following along, you know that Tony and I flew all the way from Florida to New York to do this project. And we're now on day 6 of this project and we're hoping to finish it before time runs out.
I will never do this again.
So we have a short day for today, but our plan is gonna be to rip out this whole section here and clean it up, do all the nails. Let's do it.
1, 2, 3, Hamilton.
Peanut butter. Oh, Hamilton. This deck is about 800 square feet, which is the size of a small 2-bedroom house or big enough to fit 8 Toyota Priuses. But that's besides the point. It's amazing we've gotten this far laying it in the chevron pattern because it's been so time consuming that we've been running behind all week. But I think we're finally on track to get this done. We just have this section to do and all the benches around the deck, which I will go over later. In the past few days, taking up the old wood has been easy and only taking us a few minutes per section. Except for this part, we were having such a hard time tearing it out that we had to use a circular saw to cut the wood. And while the boys were battling with the boards, I was busy adding to the magnificent mountain of wood scraps.
These planks are not rotted out, so they're much harder to come up. So it's gonna take 2 of us.
There we go. While Anthony was removing the last corner, he noticed that one of the beams was loose.
Well, she had a big problem.
Don't break it.
I know that. I'm just showing you.
That beam being loose was a problem because it could affect the stability of the deck.
Good job, Spanky. Saved by Rojas.
Thank God.
They cut out the old board that was loose, but while they figured out how to fix it, I was cutting off all the nails. And you know that saying that says a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step? Well, this was the journey of 1,000 nails.
Admit it, you feel a little badass when you're doing that, don't you?
Yeah. With the tear out nearly complete, I started the leftover small cuts.
It doesn't have any lead.
No. Let me find a pencil. Anybody know where the pencils are? He laughed.
How to sharpen a pencil when you don't have a pencil sharpener.
Oh! Oh!
You alright?
No, right in the kibbles and bits.
What happened?
He hit himself right in the kibbles and bits.
Oh.
The wood came up on and hit him right in the...
All right, say it again. Go ahead.
Kibbles and bits.
I was closing up the gaps from yesterday that we couldn't finish because it started raining.
How are you holding up, Tiffany?
I'm good. Still kind of the beginning of the day. I'm excited that it's a short day because we haven't had any rest. So, but yeah, I'm excited for later on today. I don't have to do this on every board, but sometimes they're like a little tight. So see, on this side is fine, this one's not, but to try to get it even, I'll just pry it a little bit and then screw it in place.
So why are you using the star screws instead of like Phillips head?
Well, these are specifically for decks. Star screws, they don't strip as easy as a regular screw would.
Tiffany, I have a question.
Yeah.
Why are your gloves two different colors?
The same reason I wear mismatched socks. I couldn't find a pair of neither one of them.
Now we're doing an itty bitty.
Yep, I'm doing an itty bitty triangle. Look at how cute.
Oh, it's so cute! Joey, look at how cute it is.
Oh, look, it fits perfect. Oh my god, so cute.
Oh my god, it's like a baby would.
Yep. We gotta glue it for sure, but I like doing those little bitty ones for some reason.
Satisfying when they fit.
Yeah.
You like them because they're so cute.
So we've got 1 hour left to do as much as we possibly can.
I continued to close all the small gaps that were left and cutting out the little bitty triangle pieces.
Okay. Hey, Tiffany, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just taking a quick nap. This was a very short day, but we've made progress and we're now ahead for tomorrow. We wrapped up early because since we're in New York, we're off to see the Broadway show Hamilton. This is an incredible musical that tells the life story of Alexander Hamilton through a unique blend of hip-hop and R&B and traditional music theater. And I have to say, this was an amazing show.
I'm so blue.
But now, back to work. Do you think we're gonna finish this today?
I hope so.
I think so.
Project is almost over and I finally get my dust mask. I started ripping the deck boards to make trim pieces.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm good.
Sure you're all right?
Yeah.
Push block?
The push stick hit the blade so it shot back at me.
Oh,
You can see where the blade hit right through it on there. Like it hit me. I'll probably bruise. Like it just hit me. Like I'm okay. It just like it hit me. Like it shot back and hit me.
listen, when you cut these pieces, right
So
down.
I'm okay.
Yes.
Still all your fingers?
I have all my fingers.
Hold them up. Let's make sure.
Yep, they're
Check
here.
if she has a chest.
How about your chest?
Is there?
Someone just about Alexander Hamilton to you.
I have it. It's right here. Well, that was a big scare, but I'm okay. So I kept working on the trim pieces while the guys repaired the loose beam.
What are you doing this morning, Anthony?
Just filling in all the spaces with the 2x6s that we ripped down, just to make it a little bit more secure.
That's lovely. This is lovely.
The trim pieces I'm working on are the same ones I made in the last few days, and I only have one more to go. My dad and Anthony had a pretty efficient system going. While Anthony measured the pieces he needed, my dad would cut them and toss them back at Anthony to put in place. They actually got that corner repaired pretty quickly.
14 5/8.
After the corner was repaired, the boys were getting ready to start laying planks.
It's going well this morning?
Not been too bad except for the table saw attacking me. By the end of the job, we'll all know what we're doing. So I forgot to, like cut the edge like I normally do. And I just noticed as I got here and all this is screwed that this is actually cracked over here. So I'm gonna cut it off. I'm just gonna use a circular saw and just cut it. Good. We were starting to worry about a new problem, and that was the possibility of running out of wood.
Did you two coordinate that? Actually, Tiffany, you're wearing blue too.
Not as blue as them, but that would have been cool if we were all matching. It's almost like we're wearing uniforms.
It's blue day.
Tony, what are you wearing?
What am I wearing? I'm wearing a disaster.
You are wearing every color.
I got tired of y'all forgetting where the camera was, so I'm only getting your butts. So I wore this so you'd remember where the camera is.
So you're easy to find.
Yes.
Okay.
Even the shoes.
Okay, so if you want to make sure that this is really truly square, take the square, 45 degree, and you hold it up to the board. And if you see the right amount of spacing, perfect. Perfect 45 right there.
So how long have you been doing this type of stuff, Anthony?
25 years, on and off.
So you don't think we'll have enough wood?
In my opinion, no.
No? Okay.
But if we're short, it's not going to be by much.
What'd you do?
I like myself in.
You like? Thought you were gonna get out.
This leg is a problem.
See, if you were a size 12, you'd be screwed.
Shut up.
So we got this corner that just took us forever. Just because like the smaller the planks get, the tedious it gets. But now we're about to do that whole area. Hopefully that should go a lot faster.
So Joey, what's it like working with Tiffany?
It's my favorite thing to do. We've been doing this now for 7 years. We've never had an argument. We've had disagreements, but we solved them like adults, you know, and it's just like a great experience. I love when she's at the job sites. I love working alongside her. It's fun, you know, it's fun.
Tiffany, what's it like working with Joey?
I love it. It's my favorite person to work with. We joke around, we get along, and I mean, this is like a lot of work, so it's very easy to get annoyed. You know, sometimes we get frustrated and stuff, but I was looking forward doing this. Even though I knew it was gonna be a lot of work, I was just looking forward working with my dad. We're cutting it really close. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Where did this come from? Look at this. We don't have screws this size. Must have been mixed in the box or something. Bless you. There must have been something in the air because we were sneezing like crazy.
We're getting very close to the end, and this is pretty much all we have left. I calculated we have just enough wood. Stay tuned.
Ask you what?
Enough.
These were the last 2 row planks we had to do, and it was going so much faster. I guess at this point we knew what we were doing, so we were a lot more efficient. We managed to put the last few boards down, and luckily we didn't run out of wood.
Final result. How much wood we had left.
And since we finished early, my dad decided to change the light fixtures on the deck. Is that held on by tape or rope?
I think so. The tape is holding this together, and I don't know what the rope is for. here and see how bad these things are. This was repaired a few times just using Scotch tape. By the way, this is my favorite part of the project.
Putting in the lights?
Yeah, but I'm letting him do it because I love doing electricity. The problem is I'm not very good at it. I've been electrocuted dozens of times. I always forget to trip the breaker.
While the guys were putting up the light fixtures, I was cutting all the little bitty triangles that were left. Perfecto. We cut it really close. 7 boards left. That's it. Even though we got done with the floor, we were not quite done yet. There were still a few things we needed to get done, and with 1 day remaining, we were determined to get as much done as possible. So the next day, Anthony was going to continue to work on the light fixtures, I was going to work on the edge by the steps that I never finished, and my dad was going to start cutting the wood for the bench. The bench, if you remember, is the first thing we took out so that we can tear the rest of the deck apart, and it pretty much goes all around the deck. Ideally, we could get it all done today, but it seems like a lot of work and very unlikely.
1, 2, 3.
Peanut butter. So, remember future Tiffany's problem? Now there's a part by the stairs that I literally don't know what to do because nothing matches, so I have to do like some weird cut and I have no idea how I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna leave that to future Tiffany for now. Or I am future Tiffany, and I have a problem.
So what's your thought process? How are you gonna figure this out?
Okay, so I cut 2 test pieces and been kind of trying to figure out how I'm gonna lay this because it has to be all one piece. So I'm kind of gonna use them as a template, but then cut them tighter to how they need to be. And then there's gonna be a strip that goes here.
Repair. I wonder how many times in the past, I don't know how many years, has this been repaired with tape and rope and whatever it is that they used instead of just simply replacing it.
You know, I'm sure there's a more logical way to figure this out. Maybe. This took me a while to figure out, but I was basically trying to figure out the cut on both of these ends. And once I figured that out, I could use each piece as a template and cut it all in one piece.
So how many have you cut so far?
3.
3?
72 more to go.
While I was figuring out how to cut that corner piece, my dad was cutting all the pieces to rebuild the bench.
8.
But I can't go all the way down because this part doesn't get cut. See, I just cut a little bit just to make the line. I'm just gonna finish it with the circular saw. So if I cut it all the way down, it's gonna cut this part, but I need this to be straight and this to be at an angle. You need clamps. You have clamps?
She needs clamps. Here's your clamp.
Thank you.
All right. I'm the clamp boy.
Think it's gonna work. I'm gonna actually do it in one piece. So these are my template pieces. But if I butt both of these together into one piece, I should be able to draw the cut that I need.
65 more to go. And that's just for this row.
See, this is gonna work.
If this takes you all day, you're fired. You can go back to Florida tomorrow.
I'm already going back to Florida tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna fire me after the job? That's nice. Should definitely be the last cut.
Think so?
Hope so. It's as good as it's gonna get. But it's good though. It fits. It's tight. Finally.
You love sanding so much you couldn't go one project without using a sander.
I know, right?
Holy shit, that actually came out really good.
So two things. One, it has the imperfection because it was a little bit off. Two, nobody will get caught in that sharp edge. So, you know, just rounds it up nicely.
That looks amazing. Good job.
Thank you.
So we're starting the bench. I'm real excited about this. I don't know why.
To rebuild the bench, we took off the old wood, and the plan was to follow the same pattern, basically cutting two miters and butting them together. While I was working on the corner piece, my dad had been cutting all the miters, but after we started putting this together, we realized how tedious it was and that it was gonna take forever, so we decided to change the pattern.
You don't even know if the brick is
Yeah, like none of this is even, so we're gonna be fighting just like we fought with the pattern. If we're lining them up one by one, they're probably gonna be off. Change plans because we started doing the miters and we realized that's just gonna take forever, just like the pattern. So we're doing a pattern change, and I suggested to lay long boards instead of doing the miter 10,000 times. So I'm gonna use these strips to lay them on top, and then we'll kind of shim them as we need.
So how many boards did you cut before the mind was changed?
I mean, we had almost
45.
45?
But we're gonna be able to use the boards for the bottom. We're gonna lay them in strips.
This is future Tiffany. No, we did not lay them in strips. That also changed.
Yeah, this is gonna work.
We proceeded to install the long boards on the bench section, and it went smoothly for the most part. But we had a short day because we were leaving early the next day, so unfortunately, we weren't able to finish this part of the project, and my dad and Anthony had to continue on their own. But we were very happy with how much we got done. If you're curious about how much we spent up to this point, this is the list of materials, and we spent around $3,000. I researched online the cost of replacing a deck, and it came out to be between $20 to $50 a square foot, which means this job would have costed anywhere from $16,000 to $40,000. That seems crazy to me. I'm not saying that everyone should DIY everything because this was a lot of work, but if you have the ability to do it, even if it doesn't come out perfect, the savings of doing something yourself can be significant. And the pride of making something like this is a feeling I can't describe. But that's why we do it. We could not afford to pay somebody to do this. So either the deck will have gone to waste eventually, or we would give it our best try. So Anthony, what do you think?
I think it came out very, very, very nice. It was nice working with both you ladies, and very interesting. I give you a lot of credit. You know a lot. You know your stuff.
Well, thank you. I don't think we would have been able to do this without you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It was my honor.
I think we're freaking crazy to even attempt to tackle this project.
I would never do this again.
No?
Not a design deck. Like, I'll do a straight board the deck. Never a design deck again.
Yeah, this was crazy. Physically, it was a lot. Just trying to match the pattern. It was very hard, very challenging, but I enjoy working with you though.
I love working with you. And I know, like, parts of the video, I bust your chops, but I am very proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
And there is nobody in the world who's a bigger fan of you than me.
Aw.
I'm gonna cry.
Thank you.